Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 3rd August 2024. Ford is exploring a re-entry into the Indian market, focusing on electrics and sustainability. After exiting India in 2021, Ford is evaluating a feasibility report on new investments and production for local sales and exports. The company, which had invested over $2 billion in India, sees the market as vital for future growth amid stagnation in Western markets. Reliance Retail plans to extend Superdry into athleisure segment, which will place it in direct competition with leading sportswear brands like Nike, Adidas and Asics. Last year, the British fashion brand had inked a joint venture agreement with Reliance Brands for the sale of Superdry's intellectual property assets in India, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh for £40 million. Consumer durable makers in India such as LG, Samsung, Haier, Godrej, Voltas, Beko and Panasonic are engaged in a competitive warranty battle to attract customers. These brands are extending warranties on key components like compressors and motors to win over mainly consumers above the age of 35, which is anticipated to increase sales. Over the years, RBI has prioritized the security of digital payments, particularly the requirement of an additional factor of authentication for making payments. No specific factor was mandated for authentication. The RBI has now released a draft framework on alternative authentication mechanisms for digital payment transactions to enable the ecosystem to adopt alternative authentication mechanisms in addition to SMS-based OTP. This will widen the choice of authentication factors. Non-banking financial companies may witness a period of subdued growth as banks are slowing down funding following higher risk weights amid tight liquidity conditions. According to the latest Reserve Bank of India data, the year-on-year growth in bank credit to NBFCs dropped to 8.5% in June compared to 16% in May. Additionally, data shows that incremental lending by banks to NBFCs has fallen to just Rs 7,420 crore in the April to June quarter of financial year 25. It is essentially due to banks running down their portfolios concerning state-owned finance companies. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.